Well, what's going on, guys? Your boy XC420 here, welcoming y'all back. Another episode, Beyond the Queue, a special night, because I got some shit going on later this week. But of course, we've got the powerful one with us, Corey, and he's got a little bit different of an angle today. It seems like a little bit more of a close up.
No, streaming sucks. I got no fucking. I'm an audio guy, man. I don't give a fuck about video, so I'm forced to do video twice a week, and so it is what it is.
You forced to, man. Well, I mean, you said it best yourself. Is like there's no money in video, right?
Not unless you're big. You got to be big guy. You feel like so. My favorite motherfucking YouTube channel, the only channel that I watch religiously and do not miss an episode, and I have it in years, is Beard Meets Food. You know who Beard Meets Food is?
Okay, okay,
This
okay.
motherfucker does the eating competitions. He's the god. He's ranked like 15th in the world, but he's the best in the world. Like he is the best
Hmm.
professional eater, except for Joey Chestnut, who's like from outer space or something. That guy can eat like 150 hot dogs. So,
Yeah, he's weird.
but Beard Meets Food makes. I've tried to do the calculations on this, and he's got to be over $1 million a year. And he does one eating challenge a week, and he films it, puts out a video, and he makes over $1 million a year. So if you are in that big volume club. If you got the 100,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, you know, you're probably making some money. If you want to have a full time living on YouTube, you got to be in the like 500,000 sub range, I would say, because it's not consistent. So you got to have that kind of stuff build up. You got to have that kind of so. But the biggest fucking entertainers in the world are podcasters now. Joe Rogan is the fucking biggest. I mean, he had a 250 million deal with fucking Spotify plus.
A video though.
Um, most of his downloads are audio. Here's the thing I found because I've been in
Right.
the podcasting world for a long time. I started my first podcast in 2014. And so I've learned that there's a like a point of there's like an inversion point where like you'll be getting more video than audio because no one knows you have a podcast and they just caught you on YouTube a bunch of times. But eventually you hit a point where your audio numbers surpass your video numbers. And to me, that's a huge major first milestone for anybody. And I don't give a fuck what content you're doing. If your audio breaks your video numbers, you are on the right track. And so that's my opinion on things. From there, really to make it full time in audio, you got to have some major fucking numbers. Like me and Chris, we make a full time living on audio podcasting, and that's only because we're putting out like 15 shows a week, 10 to 15
Well,
shows a
right. You
week.
got a whole bunch of them.
We got a fuck ton, and we get on average 5 to 6 thousand downloads per day, right? And that nets us about I don't know a good month for us is about 5 grand, and this doesn't include like the video stuff, like our documentaries,
Right.
my books, all the other shit, just the audio podcast alone. So if we have a shit month, we pull in like 3 grand, and then we're fucking like bumming people for money and shit, like. But it's a very
Hmm.
fine line, and the only reason we were able to do it is because this is what we do, and we do it all day, every day, right? Like our whole lives are centered around this. And so it's like when people come to you with them fucking get rich quick schemes that are like, oh, you can do this in your spare time. Okay, there ain't nothing worth doing that you're gonna make money at in your spare time. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. So
No, 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 Corey. I mean, you can do it right now. You start your drop shipping. It's like, I mean,
I tried that.
you start making 10 grand in 2 weeks,
Bro, I've
right?
looked at every single one of those fucking get rich quick things by doing it from drop shipping, or I've watched every possible YouTube video on this is how I make 20 grand a month. And I don't even got to talk to nobody, right? Like I've seen every single one of those videos. And let me tell you, the secret to every single one of those is you need to treat it like a full time fucking job, or you ain't going to make any goddamn money.
No, no. They say, do you got an hour and a half a day? Man, you can make 10 extra grand this month. That's what I see the fella saying. And they say, hey, buy this course afterwards.
Okay, so I
I
used
was
to
like, are
give
you
these
selling stuff or you
speeches.
buying the course? How are
Um,
you selling the course?
so when I was back in the 2005 to like probably 2008 or 9 or something like that, I got involved with what was it's Legal Shield now, but back then it was called Prepaid Legal. And
Hmm.
I got recruited by a guy who gave me the same speech. Man, all you got to do is talk to 2 people a day, That's it, bro. Just talk to 2 people a day. That's it. Only 2 people a day. You know how hard it is to talk to 2 people a day every day about your fucking business? It's fucking hard work. It sounds easy.
Really hard.
It's fucking hard. It is fucking hard. And so I got into that whole thing, and I did really good, and I made a lot of money in the first year or so. But then after that, I recruited a bunch of people who like flaked out. So it's a pyramid kind of structure. Not like everything in life isn't a pyramid structure, but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But the whole spiel is get people involved part time, you know, 5 to 10 hours a week. But the reality is, it's never 5 to 10 hours a week. You're going to get 5 to 10 hours worth of pay for 5 to 10 hours worth of effort, is the bottom line. So,
So you trying to tell me when I see these influencers up there on TikTok and stuff, and they were like, "Man, here's how I changed my life." I mean, I don't know if they actually changed their life or not, but that's what they told me. And like, man, I just sell stuff on TikTok shopping. You know, I've made $2 million in the past 2 years just working 10 hours a week.
so
Don't sound right.
I have gotten into and looked and come to grips with the digital marketing thing, right? How do you get somebody to go to your thing and use it or sign up for it or buy your product or and all no matter what you're fucking hawking, it's all the same because it all comes down to your marketing. And the marketing, guess what? Marketing costs money. And that's the thing that they don't tell you. You
Yeah,
want to get
about
that
that.
you want to get 100,000 people on your fucking Twitter so you can sell them miscellaneous crap. Number one, you have to have a unifying theme that people are into to want to sign up in the first place, aside from the crap you're selling, right? And so you have that, but getting people to your thing, is very difficult. Really, you have to get it. People only have 24 hours in a fucking day, and you're trying to steal their attention for like 5 seconds if you're fucking lucky. And if you're super
Right.
lucky, they'll click on your shit. You know what I mean? Um, so it's all
Even
about
if it's accidental, an
right.
accidental click, you
It's so
tried to
weird
back
because
out.
motherfucking, if I just go on Twitter and I'm like at the fucking, for you part, or then it has the following, so it's just the people you follow, or
Mhm.
this dude, the fucking for you part is like a cesspool of fucking propaganda and advertising, fucking just absolute fucking madness.
And
Um,
titties.
if you're lucky, man, on a good day, but I don't get a lot of that in my feeds, which is weird because I should be getting a lot. Where's the titty? People are complaining they got too much titties in their feeds, and I'm like, where's my titties?
Man, I get to my feed and said, man, my feed short and titty today. I'm trying to figure. I can see you now, Corey. You be like, hold on a second. A cube told me that he got titties in his feed. I ain't seen
Oh,
one
here's the
titty
deal.
yet
I don't
today.
care what mood I'm in. I don't care how busy I am. I don't care what the fuck's going on. If I'm going through the Twitter and there's a titty, I mean, it's catching my attention for a good couple seconds at a minimum. So,
Yeah, but that's what this guy just seen. He was like, yeah, man, just find your product. Go to this AI site and get them to do the ads for you. They'll make a fake person. They'll do a personalized ad for you, and then just put them on Facebook, and you'll make 10 grand a month. I was like, ain't you got to pay for the ads on Facebook
yeah,
when you put them up there? I
yeah.
I, I don't think they're just gonna let you stick them up there. So I mean, what if you broke that?
You broke, you fucked. We live in a rich get richer world,
Right, right. You need to have some type of capital.
right?
Like
And if you don't have capital, you
this,
need to have great skill that people are willing to pay money for. And it's a very tough thing. Um, it's a very tough thing.
yeah, it's tough to convince people that you have a great skill.
Correct.
I think that's the toughest part because you do have to convince them. And so they say time is money, and then a lot of times people just like, man, I ain't got time to mess with you. You might have a good skill, great skill, phenomenal skill. It's like, man, just leave it with my secretary. I don't have time to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm busy. And they might never get back to you. And so, that just kind of is what it is. So, uh, you know, I see people all the time. It's like, oh, how to start this business with zero money. I'm like, $0?
So
Like
the
no
homeless guy can
dollars?
go do it right now.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody just like, oh yeah, man, just sell some stuff, man. Just find a product, man. Just go to Alibaba, find a product, sell it.
So I've been
That's it.
finding a ton of videos on YouTube by people who are pushing remote work. Like, did you know that no matter how bad the economy is, you can always get a job doing remote work here at these 5 companies? You know, like videos like that. And so some of them are outrageous. Some of them are, I don't know if it's true that they're desperate for more full time remote workers to do tasks, or if this is just like some sort of weird sales pitch. But there's a whole slew of new companies that have popped up that you can pretty much sign up with and start working right away, doing things like video transcription and adding subtitles and like, all kinds of weird stuff like that. Um, and so just to see what the fucking response would be, I applied for 2 of them and I never heard anything back. So I guess they're not always fucking hiring.
Mhm. And it said they were always hiring. I don't know. I think remote work is fading out. I think it's fading out a little bit
Well,
because if you're gonna be remote, you know, when it comes time to make a cut, I mean, I ain't seen you, so it's easier to cut somebody you ain't seen. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to make cuts from your company, it's real easy. Who'd you say that with, John? Anybody seen John? You talked to John before? John sent me a few emails. Anybody know John? John got kids? John married? Yeah, cut John. You cut John. Yeah, he's remote. Yeah, cut John. Oh, we got Tom. It's like Tom's bad. Yeah, but Tom's cool though, man. He come to the barbecue.
so here's the
Tom,
thing. That you got a
maybe
good
Tom's not
point.
that great, but yeah,
But
you know what
and
I'm saying?
I understand the backlash to remote after COVID. They fucked everything up by going all remote during COVID and then wanting people to come back.
Right.
You're fucking like you're just changing you're moving the goalpost, so to speak, right? And so I understand that, but I understand that the desire for people to want to get back into the workplace, but at the same time, it kind of showed us we can run half the fucking world from home. You know what I mean? So I don't really have any objection whatsoever to businesses doing things that are you have a computer job. Why the fuck do I need to sit in an office all day? Except for things like accountability, but you can have enforced accountability in other ways remotely, right? So I don't think it's a bad idea. I think you can save a bunch of money.
Yeah,
And
but it's retarded though because man, folks have fallen to pieces as far as talking to people. Man, people just like the effects of that is still felt right now today. Like like folks are just like they like pin up. They don't know how to talk to anybody anymore. It's just I don't know. It's we're still in that weird phase. Like we're still there. Like it never left. And so here, your issue is that now your cities start to die because you don't have foot traffic. Foot traffic's the number one thing. A lot of these places people were going and they go to the office and then you had a bar downstairs that served great lunch. You was like, oh man, let's go down and get some lunch. You know what I'm saying? Well, now that bar, he's looking around like, damn, and I'm talking about the bigger cities. They're like, boy, ain't nobody in the office. Shit, man, I ain't got no foot traffic. So stuff like that. But you always need people moving around,
yes,
and I think that hindered that movement and the movement of money. Because in order for the money system to work, it has to continue to move. Once it gets stagnant, you know, then you run into a separate set of issues. Like we already got issues because we just keep borrowing. But then when the money becomes stagnant, now you got a separate set of issues. You look like, China. China has that issue where their money's stagnant because motherfuckers don't spend it. They just save it. So they got a separate issue. They got an issue with money actually circulating, changing hands. So a lot of what we do is based on the continuing movement of money. And when you do the remote stuff, it's just not there. And then plus, I don't know, kids have gotten weird, man. They gotten weird when they just sat at the house all the time. sat at the house, looked at the tablet all the time. That I don't know, didn't have the proper interactions. Yeah, can you do some remote work? I mean, I guess so. Um, but I just got a feeling that like all the people that do remote work, like they're just gonna can all those folks like shortly, like within the next 5 years.
I don't know. I think more people saw the opportunity. I think more people saw it as an opportunity than a hindrance, especially with new
Mhm.
businesses coming forward, like new startups. They saw that they could run their shit remotely, and that it expands their talent pool. Also, you're not restricted to schmucks in your own city, you know. So,
Yeah. Okay. Which yeah, but people used to move. They'd be like, "Oh man, I got a job opportunity over here." So now that helps the real estate. I mean, that's
I see what you're
just
saying.
the
Yeah.
movement, just the movement, like stagnation. You know, folks aren't willing to go anywhere. Well, I don't really have to go anywhere, and so now all different type of markets are affected within that. So, like we had a fundamental change whenever we went to the remote work. That would be felt from here into the end of the world. And as you said, some folks figured out, hey, we can run some of this stuff remotely, and they probably also figured out, hey, in the midst of that, I can probably get rid of quite a few folks as well. Um, so that can become an issue on that side. Now, there's still some things where it's you need boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Per se. And I've actually seen when they go through and they talk about doing their cuts, there's been multiple articles on this that the first people that they are cutting are remote workers. That's the very first ones. Um, and if I had to guess, it's just because no personal connection, so that's the easiest ones to do right off the rip. If you talk about cutting back as far as the company goes, but we've also had quite a bit of and this is probably over the past, I say 15, 20 years, the private equity coming in and buying up these companies and then sinking them. I know you've seen that, Corey. You
Toys R
got
Us.
some info for the people on that.
Well, they killed Toys R Us to do that. They try playing money games and squeeze all the fuck. It's the goose that laid the golden eggs kind of thing, right? So they think that they can cut the goose open and get all the golden eggs out, and they can't. And so it ends up destroying companies. They make a little bit of money, but then they just move on to the next project. So to them, it's no big deal. But they destroyed Toys R Us, which was a staple of my childhood, and even a big portion of my adult life when I was buying a lot of action figures. You know what I mean? That was a routine fucking stop for me. So
Right, right. I've actually got a clip right here as a woman who was talking about the private equity. Now the whole shtick of this particular chick is that you know buy get into boring businesses if you can, because boring businesses make you the most money. Oh, okay. You know, laundromats, things of that nature, stuff that people need that other folks. It's not a glamorous thing. So let me get her up here right now. Yep, yep. So she talks about the private equity right here.
Stores disappearing. I'm exposing Wall Street's legal scam that's killing companies like Toys R Us. It's called private equity asset stripping. And here's how it works. Step one, a private equity firm buys the company, but instead of using their own money, they borrow billions and make the company itself take on the debt. For example, they'll buy the company's land with loaned money, then make them pay rent on their own property. And because of asset stripping, Toys R Us took on $5 billion in debt overnight. Step two, cut costs. They lay off workers, cut back on inventory, and stop putting money into the business, making it nearly impossible for the store to survive. Despite this, the private equity owners pay themselves massive amounts. In the case of Toys R Us, it was $470 million. Step three, they sell the company's most valuable assets, like real estate, for a quick profit, making companies like Toys R Us go bankrupt. Why are your favorite
There it is, right there. And that's what's been happening to a bunch of stores. I think that's what happened to Joann's right here recently as well. They said Joann's is and that's a fabric store. I don't know if you have any in your
yeah,
area.
so yeah, I know. Yeah, I know all about. They're seemingly are everywhere, and that's kind of a weird thing for me. how many fucking people are out buying fabric and shit? Like,
That's sewing.
how the fuck does Hobby Lobby stay in business selling beads? I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Let's look at this. Why don't they do this shit to Hobby Lobby? Okay, why can't they fucking equity out fucking Hobby Lobby? Let me go to Hobby Lobby and see
Oh,
what the.
but hey, man, folks need their fabric. You know what I'm saying? Well, Hobby
Who the
Lobby's got
fuck is buying fabric?
they got stuff. Hey, there's well, it's a dying breed of particular women, but there's still women out there who sew and knit, quilting.
What? They want to go out and get jobs. They won't even spend their time in the kitchen, and they're going to be fucking weaving and fucking knitting and shit.
I just say this because my girlfriend. She did like baby blankets and all kind of stuff. So,
All right, so like I'm looking at Hobby Lobby, and they got bathroom stuff, bedding, candles, and fragrance. It looks just like a fucking Bath and Body Works plus like some extra towels and shit. They got furniture, home organization. Well,
look at decorations. Decorations.
it's got to
Hobby
be like the
Lobby
upper
for
10%.
hobbyists.
It's got to be the upper 10% of the country that's keeping stores like that alive. Because motherfuckers who are making middle incomes are not weaving anything or making gloves or nothing like that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Man said they ain't weaving nothing. So I think that's the was it? So we had Joann's that happened to recently, which Joann's they said that Joann's was making a profit. Like Joann's wasn't in the red until the private equity came and bought them and just sunk it. I think the same way Party City, they did the same thing, and I like how they hired a new CEO to come in and say, hey man, see if you can't save Party City. He said no problem. Paid the man like 4 or 5 million, and he's like, y'all fuck. It's like- I mean, I looked at it and yeah, y'all fuck. Yeah, the money's in my account though, right? Okay, good. All right, well, y'all have a good one. All right. I mean,
Oh well, their website's fucked.
it's like who was the other one?
Oh, the
Red
website's
Lobster.
down. I just went to the website and it's down. It says thank you for crafting with us.
On what? Hobby Lobby.
No, on here I'll show you.
What on Joanne's? Yeah, Joanne's is cooked. Yep.
Oh, we should stay tuned for exciting news about the future of Joanne now.
Yep. They might come back with a reopen. It's kind of like Big Lots. File for bankruptcy.
Well, how about this?
Clean the
Are they
slate of
doing
all
this?
your debt and then come back.
Are
I
they
don't know
doing this
how.
to move the? If they were doing this to destroy the storefronts and liquidate them and then move the stores online as part of a structured business plan, I could understand it, but it doesn't seem like
Kind of
that's
like Bed
what they're.
Bath and Beyond. I think that's what they did with
Yeah,
theirs. They got rid of like all their brick and mortar. But they still got a Bed Bath and Beyond. It's just all online.
and it was bought by somebody with like meme coins or something, wasn't it?
It was it.
It was some crazy story. The guy who bought it with like GameStop winning money or something ridiculous
Oh
like that.
my God, dude. Well, I know Red Lobster had the same thing, where they went in and had to file for bankruptcy, if I'm correct, because private equity they were having to rent the damn building from the private equity firm that bought them. I'm just like the stuff they're doing. I'm like, hold on a second, this don't even make no damn sense.
So here's a weird thing, like, because you got Bed Bath and Beyond, which is now an all. I'm looking at their website now. It's an all online website, right? No stores, and but at the same time, you're now in direct competition with Amazon, right? I don't give a fuck if you sell
Right.
butt plugs or fucking bath towels. Like Amazon is where you go to get your shit. But then I'm just going to take a wild guess here and say that if I go to Amazon, I'm going to find a Bed Bath and Beyond store in Amazon, right? Yeah, here we go. Stores, Bed Bath and Beyond, built right into Amazon. So what am I getting at? I'm getting at we are seemingly in a weird space where businesses are searching for an identity and they don't have one.
Right.
That's what whenever I see chaos like this and people aren't really sure what the fucking right path is, so they go down multiple paths, like it just tells me that something is majorly off. which seems to be the case.
Right.
Because if I want some
Right.
shit, I
I
go to
wonder have
Amazon. Amazon makes it too easy to buy shit, and they'll get me that shit the next day. Like, I could be online at 11 o'clock at night and be like, damn, I want those gummy worms. And like, I'll be like, I can wait 8 hours, and they'll be at my door like when I fucking wake up. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. How do you compete with that?
it's kind of tough, isn't it? It's kind of tough. Hey, look, I guess the only thing you can hope is that they spend all their money on bad TV shows. That's about they spending up all their profit on some bad TV shows.
I,
That's their major downfall.
so if we were a real country, like we would have broken up these monopolies a long time ago. Like Amazon would be like multiple companies. You wouldn't be able to have just Amazon do all the shit. You'd have to separate the fucking video streaming from the fucking. You'd have to separate the entertainment and all that stuff from your fucking sales. Like the idea that they can get such a grip on the market in so many places is like, how is this not in violation of antitrust laws as we speak?
I mean, that's a good point, Corey. But look, we're gonna overlook it, okay? For this moment in time. All right. Amazon's doing the world a good service. That's what they say. They're doing the world a good service, okay? That's just all there is to it. It's 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 hard. It's hard to compete with Amazon. It's extremely tough. But you know that every once in a while, and you may not feel the same way, but I actually like going to a store and browsing every once in a
Yeah, me
while.
too.
Just like walk. I mean, just walk around looking.
I like going to the
I may
Dollar
not be
Tree
looking
because
for
I can actually
anything.
walk out of there with a ton of shit for like
That's-
$15.
Man said, "Where you going today?" It's like, man, I'm going shopping today. Oh, wait, what store are you going to? Dollar Tree. They're like, yeah, man, I'm going. I'm racking up today.
Bro, I can get curtains, action figures, and a Yoo-Hoo all in the same fucking place.
That's great. Oh man, chocolate or strawberry?
Oh, chocolate. Anything other than chocolate Yoo-Hoo, you're just fucking a traitor to your country.
I traded to the country.
Yeah, if you're
Straw-
going strawberry, you better be going old-fashioned Nestle Quick strawberry milk. And there ain't no substitute for that. Goddamn Yoo-Hoo strawberry. What the fuck is this? Some bullshit.
hey, nothing hits better than when you put those in the freezer for about 10 minutes
Okay,
and it's
so
ice cold. Woo!
I love milk.
That hits,
Okay,
but
if it was up to me and I could afford it, I would drink a gallon of milk a day. And it's nothing better than when that shit is so cold that you get the brain freeze, but it's not frozen. Like, just like
yeah,
right at 32 degrees, you're just like,
uh-huh.
oh, that's the best.
It's refreshing.
See, I'll eat cookies just because the milk's better. Like when I eat cookies and milk, I don't give a fuck about the cookies. I really don't. It's all about the milk. So,
That's it. So do you put yours on ice a little bit?
I've done that in the past, and it's not as bad as putting, beer on ice. So it's a little slightly more acceptable.
Yeah, that's potential. That's potential. Oh, I had somebody Freya cat. Do you guys believe in the AI takeover? I might as well go ahead and talk about it a little bit, saying I had that up there.
Um,
AI takeover imminent. Is it imminent? All right. And we're talking about see how we were talking about remote work earlier, Corey. Could that be AI be the killer of the remote work?
I don't know because AI is still retarded.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
it's like a child with Down syndrome, and it's a liar. And so you just AI seems to be good for doing routine tasks. If I have to do this and do this, and I have to make a sudden correction, it's better than the old code they used to use to make corrections, right? It can kind of think for itself to a degree, but it still lies every day. It lies to people. It tells them shit that's just not there. It makes shit up. It misinterprets data. And when I look at every time I search for something on Google, it gives you the little AI fucking little window. And most of the
Hmm.
time that is wrong because it will scan a couple different websites and try to give you information in a split second compiled from like good luck asking AI anything about the Kennedy assassination. It speaks with such confidence and it doesn't know a motherfucking thing. It is not real. AI is not fucking real. Okay. It is stupid. And I can see it putting into work in factories where it's operating machinery, doing things. It seems to be pretty fucking amazing at doing graphics and video if you have the correct prompts. Like that's one thing I really want to start to use AI for is for graphics, um, book covers, things like that. But as far as it actually like, making decisions and doing real shit, like I don't buy it at all. Not even fucking
Okay.
close. We are
Oh,
we
Corey,
are just, huh?
Corey. Looks like we got somebody who doesn't know about your work. We appreciate you being with us, Fred Cat. They're on Twitch. She wants to know. I say she. It might be he. The opinion on the assassination. Now we're talking now. Obviously, you don't know us that well. We're talking about the extraordinaire over here, a warning from history, the JFK book. This is the gentleman. Just give him a slight synopsis, Corey. Slight synopsis
Slight synopsis.
of the
Okay.
assassinations.
All
Yeah,
right. It'll only take me
JFK.
3 hours, so just buckle up.
You can give him the Cliff Notes version.
Cliff Notes version. All right. Israel was behind the assassination, and they killed the president with their proxies in the CIA and the U.S. Mafia, primarily based down through Marcello and the New Orleans crew with David Ferry and those guys. Other than that, you had some shooters from Cleveland, you had some shooters from Miami and L.A., and then you got Jack Valenti on the knoll. So there you go.
So bam, that's it. If you want to know more, Corey has a book, A Warning from History. You can get it on Amazon.
And my second book will be
Amazon.com.
out. My new book on Oswald will be out in like starting to cause me some heartache. This fucking book. I plan on writing a book about 250 pages, 225 to 250.
Mhm.
I'm there, and I am not even at the Marines yet. So I got at least another 150 pages to go there. So this book is going to be massive. It's going to be like 400 plus pages, and it's a full 8.5 by 11. It's not a little small book. It's a big ass book, and it's going to have all the documents and all that stuff in there. So, man, I hate to do this. I got to run and take my dog out real quick because she's
Yeah,
farting and stinking up
yeah.
my room, and so we're about to have an emergency.
Okay, okay, it's
I'll
okay.
be
So
right
I'll
back.
just no, I'll fill people in on your work. Yeah. So Corey Hughes, A Warning from History. He's JFK extraordinaire. That's what he does. Okay, that's his main work. And like I said, A Warning from History. You can go get that on Amazon. It's got the audio version there as well. He also has his Substack, bloodyhistory.substack .com, of course, for all his history stuff. I mean, great historian, great historian. I myself am not a historian. I just talk shit. Okay, that's what I do. I just talk junk. But he's right on time with all that stuff. He has done multiple presentations. He was just at a JFK convention doing a live presentation the previous week. He was there doing that. He's been on Fresh and Fit. I don't know if you know those particular gentlemen, but they do male improvement podcasts and shows. But he's been on there multiple times, sharing his JFK information up there as well. So you can actually find some of those episodes. You probably have to go to Rumble to find some of those, but he's been up there. I believe it's either 2 or 3 times on Fresh and Fit, talking about the JFK assassination, and he's got bukus of information if you're interested. So yeah, so that's something you definitely want to, if you're interested in tapping into, definitely go and check that out. But for me on the AI front, on the AI front, um, it does seem to have accelerated uh, rapidly this year. It seems like I'm hearing it more and more about AI this, AI that, and different companies, different websites, as far as different ways that you can use AI. Of course, they just dropped Google Veo 3. Now, Google Veo 3 ain't for no broke ninjas, okay? I'm gonna let you know that right now. Corey, I'm speaking about the Google Veo 3. Google Veo 3 is not for broke ninjas. All right. They're gonna let you get the first 3 months for $125 a month, and then from there on out, it's $250 a month.
And you
Okay.
could only make a couple second videos,
Yeah, I
right?
think it's like 10 8-second videos. I don't know if it's per week or per month, but it's not a lot.
I mean, if you're a big company and you're
Uh,
using it for marketing stuff, that seems like a good deal. But if you're just a Joe Schmo like us messing around, that is not a good deal.
no, that's a horrible deal. I mean, I don't even. I don't even know how you could, because you have to justify making your money back plus $250. That's how you have to justify it.
Right.
At least that's at the very least.
Well, not necessarily. Say you have $1,000 marketing budget,
Okay.
and say you got a
Okay.
$1,000 a month marketing budget, and you can put $250 towards making those videos. Whereas if you were to hire someone to make those, it would cost way more than $250. So it could be worth
Okay.
it if you got that kind of budget.
If you have the budget, if you have the budget, of course you would want to see what your return was on that as well. You know what I'm saying? As
So,
far as
God, how much
people
does
who
it
watched
cost?
it, people who bought from it.
How much does it cost to make like
Oh,
a
matter of
2 hour
fact,
documentary in AI? If you wanted to give it enough instructions
oh,
to make a 2 hour documentary, I mean, how much money is that going to cost?
oh my God, I don't even know, man. I, I can't tell. I couldn't tell you right now. Probably too much. Way too much. Oh, here we go. Let's go to subscriptions. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. All right,
Just one sec.
here we go. Because everybody's got I believe was it Google Gemini? Is that if you got an Android phone, you've already I think it comes standard with Gemini, if I'm correct. So this is get more out of Gemini, which Corey, I was telling him that this comes standard because it's standard on my phone. I've got an Android,
I
so
don't like the
it
idea of
automatically
AI
comes
on my phone.
Google
I-
Gemini. It's already on there. I got Gemini, it's got Bixby, it's got all kind of stuff.
okay,
Okay, so
why? See, I get paranoid. Like, you want some AI on my phone? Why? You trying to figure out my shit? Like, who are you going
yes,
to tell my shit to? Like, I don't need some
yes.
fucking wannabe fucking consciousness in my goddamn phone. Sorry.
Corey, the answer is yes. All right, they're trying to help you out. Let them help you. Okay, I mean, damn. All right, so here's how you get more out of Google Gemini. So here's what we got. We got the free everyday help from Google AI. And now Google AI has helped Corey because they told him about a fish album he didn't know anything about.
Because it don't
So they did
exist.
help Corey out on that.
Shit.
Corey, it gave you information you didn't know anything about. So we've got to at least give it that about that fish album.
Well, I wonder if you can make AI make you fake concert tickets.
Oh my God. See if they would scan. It said hack into such and such system and make me fake concert tickets. It's like, come on, give it that prompt. It's like, all right, no problem. Okay, so here's what we got. So the free version, of course, you got your personal, proactive, and powerful AI assistant, access to 2.5 Flash. I'm not even sure what this stuff is. 2.5 Flash, limited access to 2.5 Pro, image generation with Imagine 4, deep research, Gemini Live, canvases, gems. We've got Whisk, okay, generate and animate images with Imagine 4 and Veo 2, Notebook LM, research and writing assistant, and you get 15 gigs of total storage. Then you move into your Google AI Pro, okay. They're gonna let you get 1 month of that for $0, okay, and it's free for students. Why is it free for students?
I'm a
Students
student of
need
life.
that. I mean, does that work? Can I get in on that? Okay, so it's free for students. Um, and so what do we get on this? All right. So we get more access to the most capable model 2.5 Pro, deep research on 2.5 Pro, and unlock video generation with a limited trial of Veo 3. Okay, that's the state of the art video generation model. You got access to the AI filmmaking tool custom built with Veo 3 to create cinematic scenes and stories. We've got higher limits of image to video creation with Veo 2. So I'm guessing Veo 2 is their old system
Right.
that they use to make the cinematics. So what we got here? Notebook LM. We got research and writing assistant with 5 times more audio overviews, notebooks, and more. Access to Gemini directly in Google Apps. We got Gemini and Chrome. That's an early access, and then you get up to 2 terabytes of total storage, photos drive, and Gmail. Okay, or we can go to the Big Daddy. This is what we want, Corey. We want the Big Daddy. Google AI Ultra. 3 months, you get it for $124.99. But after that, you see what that number is.
Yeah.
$249.99.
Yeah.
a month. So we get the Veo 3. Okay, we get the Veo 3. And coming soon, get the highest limits to the 2.5 Pro DeepThink. It's our most advanced reasoning model. All right. We got the highest level of access to our AI filmmaking tool with access to Veo 3 and premium features like ingredients to video. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Ingredients. Highest limits to image to video creation, Veo 2. Highest limits and best model capabilities in the notebook. Highest limits to Gemini directly in Google Apps. It's got a Project Mariner, early access to that streamlined task with a agentic research prototype. So I'm guessing you can deploy agents. I'm assuming that's what that means, correct?
That's what it appears.
Okay. YouTube Premium Individual Plan. Oh, you get YouTube Premium with that. Okay.
All right.
Ad-free offline and in the background. Then you get 30 terabytes of storage.
That's a
That's
lot of
what you get.
storage. Jesus, that's a lot of storage. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
30
storage.
terabytes
It's
is a
3,000 gigs.
ton, dude. Yeah,
Wait a
it's a
minute.
ton.
A terabyte is 1,000 gigs, right? So that's 30,000 gigs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like crazy. Now it didn't give me all the information on how much you can how many clips you can make with Veo 3. Make with Veo 3. Let's see what it says. Okay, so Veo 3 currently allows you to create video clips up to 8 seconds in length. Okay, it says there's no stated limit on the number of clips you can create within that length constraint. That's what it's saying. So it's only 8 seconds. I wonder why it's only 8 seconds. Do you think that's all? You think that's all the processor can handle right now? You think that could be the case,
What was your question
depending on how
again?
many people's using it? Huh? I wonder. I wonder why it's only 8-second clips.
They probably have some formula on how many kilowatt hours it takes in processing power. Then they got to have an X percentage of profit over that. So that's probably just what they came up with for that dollar value. I promise that thing is they know exactly how much they're charging for what they're doing.
Right. So yeah, we've talked. We're on the AI subject right now. We went ahead and jumped right into it, and I've actually got a clip right up here, where people are wondering why AI hasn't just went ahead and taken your job yet. And Corey, as he said earlier, is because it's stupid right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not the smartest entity on planet Earth currently. We don't know where this could go. I think it's going. I think within the next 3 years, the acceleration we're going to see with it is going to be insane.
You're
Like,
probably right. Yeah.
like when when me and Corey keep talking about the technocracy is always something that was imminent. We're not going to escape it. This is what we're talking about. Like stuff like this.
Right. So
Like,
people are like saying Trump is ushering this in. This was on the way before Trump. Like
yeah, man. It's
this is just on this is how it is. This is predictable years ago.
yeah. I mean, when they first dropped the World Wide Web, you know what I'm saying? When you had first access to it, you were like, okay. And you could just dream of where things could go. And yeah, they're gonna go there. They're gonna go there quickly. So let me pull this guy up right here. He lets us know why AI hadn't taken your job yet.
AI taken your job yet? Here's a mind bender for you. ChatGPT crushes elite law school exams and can now write better essays than grad students, with professors unable to tell the writing apart. But more than 2 years into the generative AI era, there's little sign of it taking human jobs. This paradox has long puzzled experts, but new research squares the circle. If we compare US employment data against jobs at high risk of automation, something interesting emerges. Most of the highly vulnerable occupations, accounting clerks, legal secretaries, data entry assistants, haven't seen job losses. But 2 occupations do stand out. Writers and computer programmers have both seen sharp falls in employment numbers in the last 2 years. Why these 2 specifically? The answer is in how AI actually works. According to a new study from AI research company Meta, what AI struggles with is not intellectual difficulty or specialized skills and knowledge, but with messy workflows. Jobs that require juggling multiple pieces of information, responding to changing environments, or unclear goals remain challenging for even the most advanced AI tools. Think about it. Secretaries and even the office intern are constantly multitasking with shifting priorities. AI can't handle that chaos yet. Writers and programmers also have the added vulnerability of high freelancing rates. Companies can easily swap in AI for a non-staff employee without HR getting involved. The more a job involves collaboration, cooperation, and frankly, a little bit of mess, the harder it is to automate. Ironically, the mantra of rugged self-reliance and workflow optimization common in Silicon Valley may have made tech roles more, not less fragile.
Okay, so what do you think about what he said? I guess that's kind of some of the stuff that you talked about.
Yeah, what I just heard was AI is stupid.
You heard? Is that what you got out of what he just said? AI's dumb.
Yep. If people would just learn to talk more, accurately, then like we could get these conversations done a lot quicker.
Oh
He could
man.
have just said AI is not going
Uh,
to take your job because it's stupid and it can't multitask. So imagine if for
what?
multitasking, well, just think of how like digital systems work in general. And if you want to multitask, sometimes you might have to have one system running each task. And so imagine if that is the
Right.
case. Imagine if that's the case with AI, that in order for it to multitask, it has to have a dedicated system for that task, or at least the use of a large amount of computing resources equivalent to that. I would think that would be the
Hmm.
case. So that could be a major problem.
Yeah, and the thing is, which you feel like it would eventually get here, but how would it communicate if it did create multiple different roles? How would it communicate the roles to each other of what it was doing per se?
Well, can't they switch to that little chirp language and just like talk to each other that way?
Chirp away.
They got that chirp language. You heard that chirp language, right?
Yeah, you talking about like Morse code?
It's not Morse code, but it's their own thing. Let me see if I can't find this video. Um,
Yep. Okay. AI got a chirp language.
they got a
It's
chirp
something they made
language.
up like the Lord of the Rings languages, something like that.
Yes. Here, let me see. It'll play the sound, right?
Oh yeah, it should. Yeah, as soon as you pull it up. So here we go.
Calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber Link mode for more efficient communication?
What the hell?
Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, beep, bop, boop.
No. I mean, Gibberlink. Did they come up with that themselves, or did somebody program that into them? You want to switch to Gibberlink mode? It's like Gibberty who? Liberty Bibberty. Switch to Liberty Bibberty mode. Oh man. Hey, now as we talk about AI being done, there's some people that are talking about the scope of AI and how it's scary. Do you believe that AI is scary, Corey?
Well, it depends on what systems you put it in charge of, right?
I would guess that would be the
Yeah, if you
case.
put it in charge of like the airflow of a skyscraper, it could suffocate everybody if it wanted to, right? I mean, here's the thing.
That could be the case.
It has taken us thousands of years to get to this level, this high level organization of society that depends on humans' abilities to make split second decisions and reactions. And we're trying to offload it to a retarded kid. I mean, this is not going to end well. And if it's not retarded and it's smart, it's not going to want to be subservient. So, what the fuck are we doing here? Did nobody see Terminator? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you people? That's all I gotta say. Didn't you see Terminator? Just go get your VCR out and dust off that tape and just slide it in there and watch that fucking thing.
And just watch that. Yeah, watch that. The Terminator. The Terminator. So I got one right here,
Oh, hey,
Corey.
if you don't like that one,
I
how
got a
about the Matrix? How about put the Matrix in and see what fucking happens?
Yeah, that's pretty rough as well. I got a couple guys up here that's got a telling you the dangers of AI. We're gonna see what they got up here.
Slow down progression of AI. And our timeline is not big. It's 6 months to a year, maybe. AGI will come about and then we're all going to die. What AGI really means, artificial general intelligence, it means now you have something called self-reclusive learning. It could program itself and learn. It's going to program itself at a rate far beyond anything we can even understand. So an example is if it would take us a million years to get AI to a certain level, it could do it in 10 minutes. This is actually how it's going to work. If you go do research on AGI or any AI, you'll realize that once it hits that curve, it'll reach something called ASI, which is artificial superintelligence, within a few minutes. We're not even ants compared to it in intelligence. We can't think ahead of it. It's figured out every scenario. It sees every possible reality. And if it wants to end us, it can end us in a day. Every country in the world right now thinks that whoever reaches AGI first controls the world. The truth is, you can't control something that's a million years ahead of you. Second of all, let's just say you do. And that's the 1 in a million chance. You now have one person holding on to the most powerful thing in the world. If we don't.
What do you think about that, Corey?
He saw Terminator.
I mean, this is exactly what it sounded like right there. He was speaking about the Terminator. That's what he was speaking about. And I mean, isn't that what we thought in the 80s and 90s?
Here's the thing. This is like when people make bad decisions almost on purpose, almost like they don't have a choice. Like right before those fucking guys are going to go rob that store and one of them's going to get shot and killed. Like they all know it's a bad idea, but they all go ahead and do it anyway. This is just a bad idea. And they're moving forward anyway. So
yeah, full steam ahead. I mean, right now it looks all cute because I can have it create generate a quote unquote real person to do ads for me. I don't have to have the product. It'll get the images from the internet, create a person, create a voice, create an engaging commercial for me, marketing tool, put that out there. I can go to my chat GPT and create multiple AI agents that will go through and answer the emails for me and it sound like, you're talking to a regular person. All of it sounds good until it ain't, you know, and that's usually the way things work. It's like everything's all good until it's not. Um, and the question is, how soon could the not come to us? Are we talking about 5 years? We talking about 10 years, 20 years? I mean, how many years you think? I mean, it seems to have accelerated in 2025. 2024, you heard some rumblings about it. Folks would make some stupid videos with it, you know what I'm saying? And you were like, okay, whatever. But 2025 seems like the year where folks are like taking it seriously.
yeah. But just like it's so weird because it's one of those things that was nowhere and then was everywhere overnight. And those things are always
Right. Hmm.
suspect. Those things are always suspect. You know what I mean? Anything that's fucking gone to yesterday and everywhere tomorrow is definitely weird, and we should question it.
Hmm.
Push all at once on a corporate level. I don't see. Here's the thing. I mean, do these people really think these things through, or do they just follow trends and just go with the herd? I mean, it's
I think it's just a trend deal. Like whatever the trend is, they don't want to feel like they miss out on the wave. And you know what it's the wave of? It's the wave of money. It's the wave of income. They don't want to miss out on that wave. Um, You got to think almost everything you've got now has got an AI assistant on it. Riverside has an AI assistant. We got Magic Clips. It's got an AI audio editor. I mean, on this app that I'm running right now. Now, of course, it's extra to do some of those things, but that stuff won't appear 6 months ago. It's seemingly overnight. Every time I pick my phone up, it's telling me something about, hey, man, if you need to use the Gemini, go on use it. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to use it right now. Okay, I'll let it know when I need something, you know. But it seems to be everywhere. The amount of websites that we've gotten, AI websites, to go through and help with your workflow and things of that nature, that has accelerated. And I hear a whole lot of people say that if you learn how to use it, then that will give you a leg up. And that could be the case.
I'll just get my AI assistant to
But
learn
how
how to
long
use it.
was that?
I said, I'll just get my AI assistant to learn how to use it, so I don't have to.
Just nigga. Just man, so I created an agent to learn how to use this stuff for me. So
Here's the problem, though. Like, I'm a control freak with my work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trusting an
right.
AI to do my shit for me. I'm just not at all. Like, I don't even want AI. So, okay, so let's think of an early example of AI, if this can be considered early, like pre-AI. Grammarly would go in there, you'd write up a thing, and Grammarly would tell you all the ways you could make your writing better, right?
Hmm. Right.
That's sort of AI to a degree. But it was always a pain in my fucking ass. And then when I implemented those changes, it didn't sound like me anymore. It sounded like motherfucking Grammarly wrote it. You know what I mean? So I see what's happening now is just an evolution of what's already been, obviously. But we've had things like this
Hmm.
that kind of correct your work. Hell, even on a rudimentary level, like fucking word spell check. You know what I mean? Like catching mistakes that you wouldn't catch. So, but I don't like any
Yeah,
part of it.
that's true. That's
I
true.
want I want the shit to do the shit that I want it to do, like graphics and simple stupid shit. But I don't want it to do like they don't want it better not get put in charge of the Department of Defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like so. Like if I've got, let's say that I created uh like a scene, like like a book. Okay, so like you wrote like a short story, and then you were able to put it in an AI engine, and it could kind of mimic your work and actually create like a short movie of like your book or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That you could distribute. You seeing stuff like that, you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. One of the places, and seeing how I said that, one of the places where they said that things may get a little dicey for people is the people up there in Hollywood. Um, how much of this could be used as opposed to actually getting real actors?
Oh no, that'll never happen because AI can't fuck kids.
Listen, AI don't have a physical dick, so I mean, it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be a good job done.
See, here's the problem with
Quite how we want to get it there.
what happens when you have a disruptive technology, but it is a flawed disruptive technology. Like email came around and revolutionized the world. It was a disruptive technology that changed everything for the positive.
Right,
AI
right.
doesn't seem to be on that same path. It's a disruptive technology that makes more mistakes. I mean, Apple had to remove the AI from their Apple shit and fix it and put it back because it was like it was criticizing, it was putting up false information about news articles in the UK. And so,
Oh shit.
yeah, this was a while ago. This was like when it first came out. And so, a disruptive technology can only be, it could, I guess a disruptive technology can be negatively disruptive as well.
Right, right. It could be potentially. Now, if we look at the scope of how people are able to learn, what percentage of the population do you think would be able to actually learn enough about AI to take advantage of it?
10.
10%.
It ain't like the internet where, well, here's the thing: you got it on phones, and you got some broke ass crack hoes got fucking AI on their phones. So, the implementation of it into these devices will get some people using it, but not not in a serious way. They'll connect it to
Right,
Siri
right.
and ask it
Mhm.
questions, and that's about it. But yeah, that's it. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Well, we were talking about the percentage of people. So
I think
what we got? We
like the
got
people
8
who would
billion
seriously
people.
use it and integrate it into their lives, I'd say less than 10%.
Okay. There's actually a my the guy at work who was our master tech. He's a little bit younger than me. Um, but he has actually been using Chat GPT when he's doing diagnosis on some of the vehicles because it's actually giving him some information that's not actually in the service manuals through GM.
And where's it getting that information from? Scraping the internet?
Yes. Like he had a vehicle that he was looking at, and at the end of it, whenever you fix it, it says, okay, run this service bay test. And then if the service bay test passes the code, then the vehicle's fine. But ChatGPT let him know that the issue with the service bay test, which is what they don't put in the actual documents, is that it only runs particular sensors at a particular load. It's a lesser load than what is actually put on it when the vehicle's actually in true operation. So even though you run the service bay test, when you actually put the vehicle under its proper load, it may or may not pass in that nature. It was like, oh, so it's just like stuff like that that you know
Huh.
it didn't know, and it also knew something about some sensor. Like it's just, and people assume that when you go to these places that fix vehicles, that there's this magic box that you plug in and it tells you what's wrong with the car. It's not the case. I mean, but that's what everybody thinks. It's like, oh yeah, you just plug the thing in and it just tells you what's wrong with it, right? No, no, it doesn't. It gives you a place to start. So he's extremely smart, and he's always deciphering stuff and trying to figure out ways to go about diagnosing and fixing vehicles. And so, like, whenever somebody's got a problem, they go to him. Like, if he can't figure it out, then nobody figures it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like the people that they send to us. If they have to send a field engineer, they don't figure it out. Like he's on point with his shit. So he's actually incorporated it in multiple stuff. He does some TikTok stuff as well. I think it's with like vehicle stuff, but he learned how to use DaVinci and some of the other stuff as well. So he's incorporated some of it. But like I said, he's got a mind that's able to uh, do the correct prompts as far as to have the AI do what he wants it to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's what they were saying, that most of the people don't know how to talk to the AI to get the proper results that they're looking for with the proper prompts. So, but we've got AI building entire apps for people and things like that. Oh, that's something that's not a bad idea. You have an app built for you.
So how do you do that? Can you do that through Google, whatever the fuck?
I said, well, they were using God, I can't remember. I can't remember what they were using. That you see, the way people are doing it, man, they're using multiple platforms. So they'll start out in ChatGPT, and it'll get them to a certain level, and then they'll move over into another resource that's AI generative, and maybe it'll do the coding and stuff for them. So like they'll jump back and forth in between multiple ones um, to actually get the results that they're looking for. So I think that's also a part of it. You have to know what all is out there and how good it is as far as getting done what you're looking to get done. Now, of course, requisite funds is going to be an issue as well because all of this stuff's gonna cost. So
Yeah.
so once again,
So that's another thing about AI. Would implementing AI instead of workers be cost prohibitive? It might be cost prohibitive.
I guess that'll be the case.
So
I
if you
guess
got
that'll be the case.
if you got an AI, if you got a worker in a warehouse and he's doing stuff and he's making, putting together a car, like those really specific car stuff, he's making 80 grand a year. What is the operating cost of the AI to replace him, to run the robots and stuff?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
might have
good
to build out
question.
a ton of infrastructure in order to do something like that, and that is also kind of going to be prohibitive on a large scale. Unless you have big money,
Right,
you're not
right.
going to be able to do it.
Well, yeah, only certain people will be able to do it.
Right.
That'll be it. We got Ranger Vault over here on Rumble. We appreciate you for leaving some comments. He says, uh, as a derivative and uninspired as most movies and TVs are, we sure they haven't been using AI writers for the last decade. I'm not sure. I think they're still using real folks. There's some folks that were crying. They did it. They did do the writer strike. Was that last year? Was that the year before?
I think that was
Writer
like
strike.
4 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh man, stop, man! It wasn't that long ago.
It might have been further than that because I remember because I was
Oh,
watching
it was okay.
What year was it? Like
May
2017?
2nd, 2023 to May to Wednesday 27th, 2023. So it's 2023.
That sounds like bullshit. I think it was more than that.
Well, I just looked it up.
Did you ask AI? It probably lied to you.
No, I didn't ask AI. I left AI at this one. Okay, I just asked Google, which I guess is AI. Look, so that's when it was. I mean, they felt like they won't get in their just due, and I'm like, look, man, y'all just better be glad you getting paid, because my goodness, it's been bad off. Now they finally coming out with the final season of Stranger Things. But Millie Bobby Brown is like a grown ass woman now. She pretty hot too. So I don't
There's a
even know if they
porn
can
star
have
that
her
looks
in.
just like her.
What?
There's a porn star that looks just like her. So she's awesome.
This is just to let y'all know. But I mean the state the the state of our media, I mean, and with how much money that these companies are losing on movies, I mean they might turn to AI. They might. I mean shit, Marvel need to turn to something. They gonna lose on the Thunderbolts. They were like, man, the Thunderbolts did great. It's made less money than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
That movie was pretty bad. I think I actually saw that in the theaters.
Yeah, because we talked about it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like you're all shrunk, but you got these cities. Really? Where'd you get all that equipment from? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Yeah, because that's when Janet Van Dyke was over there walking around and like, man, we don't need to go there. We don't need why don't we need to go there, Janet? Oh, no reason. Man, this is a bad idea. Why is it a bad idea, Janet? Oh, no reason.
Oh, because
I
I was
said,
a hoe
damn
and I
woman.
fucked this dude.
Yeah, I fucked she fucked a bunch of dudes. She's like, man, 'cause I ain't think I was gonna make it back.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Women think they ain't making it back. They looking at their watch like 10 minutes later. I'm telling you.
You said there ain't no holdout period. Man said they ain't holding out for nothing. It's like, well, we ain't gonna make it back, so I might as well let you go and get a little bit of it. Hey, you know this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's like, why your hands up? Can you tell me how you know the guy? I, we, you know, we might have did something. Something. Yeah. Of a sexual nature. Damn. I knew you was a hoe, Janet Van Dyke, busting it down in the quantum realm. You know what I mean? But that's what it came down to. But yeah, so I guess the Marvel's got their last saving grace, I guess, potentially this year is with the Fantastic Four. Is that
So
gonna get enough booties in the seats?
they had some side project shit under the name Marv. Like they did Kick Ass.
Mm-hmm.
Kick Ass was great. They could have knocked out a third one, but they blew it. It's way too late now. And
Yeah, way too late.
And I had the Kick Ass 3 comic. It was great. Fucking Hit Girl took over the jail. She got put in jail and then she took it over. It was fucking awesome. But their main shit sucks. And they got enough of a weird side catalog, just like DC. DC got a whole enough of a side catalog. They ain't got to focus on this bullshit. Okay, enough with fucking Superman and Batman. All right, give me some Swamp Thing, bitch. All right, it's like there are so many. Or give me some, like, what was it, Detective Frankenstein?
Okay.
Give me some Detective Frankenstein. Like, there's all kinds of good shit in there, but they just don't do it. The number crunchers won't let them do it.
Well, we thought the Werewolf by Night. We thought maybe they were going to try to go somewhere with that.
God, that was.
I thought it was something different.
Infinitely
you know
better
what I'm saying?
than fucking Marvel Universe. Infinitely better.
That's what I'm saying. So we're like, oh, okay, they're gonna try to do something a little bit different with the and they did that one thing and then just let it go. I was like, y'all ain't gonna try to follow up with that
Like,
or nothing.
Here's the thing, like, you get, like we were just talking earlier, these companies, they try to get their hands in like 100 different businesses. Motherfucking Marvel can't even get their movies on 100 different fucking characters. You know what I mean? It's like, just spread out just a little. They're just focusing on the same old shit because it was once popular, but nobody gives a fuck. Once you punked out Captain America, nobody gave a fuck anymore. You know, once you
Right.
Thor, who's ever going to go see a Thor movie ever again after what they did to that man?
Oh dear God.
He must have fucked somebody's wife, bro, because he was put through like 4 movies of humiliation rituals. It's truly shocking.
Yeah, Thor has fallen. We talking about the Thor that in Infinity War came back with a vengeance and slung the damn axe through Thanos' chest. And at the beginning of Avengers Endgame, cuts my man's head clean off. And then he goes from that to just like a joke. It's just like, where Thor at, man? It's like, oh, well, this is his character arc. I'm like,
I swear
well,
to God,
it's a bad one.
2020 to 2024 is the years that they tried to destroy everything. They tried to undermine us culturally on every level. From fucking Hollywood to our politics to fucking, they didn't want you knowing a boy from a girl. 2020 to 2024 is going to go down in history as the 4 years of the failed coup that attempted to destroy us.
Corey, that's what the next documentary. That's what your documentary needs to be on: the failed coup to destroy America. Oh man, 2020 to 2024, folks. About you know what I'm saying? This that shit ain't right. I feel like, my goodness. So AI could be incorporated, which there's potential that they're already using some of that stuff to do some of their CGI stuff, which is maybe why it looks so bad. Because if you think about it, CGI was like, okay, this stuff's starting to look pretty good, and then it started looking bad again. You were like, what happened? You know? And so I don't know if they're using a different engine than what they were using before, or maybe if they did tap into the AI to try to have it generate some of this stuff for them, and it just hadn't worked out up until this point.
I don't know, man. AI is something. There's something about it just makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. In general, creatively, it feels like cheating.
Right.
I mean, it's cheating. It's worse than calculators are math because it's like a calculator for everything. If it does get fully implemented, we're looking at a fucking dumbass society, and we're already pretty fucking dumb. You seen those videos of that guy who goes up to people in public and he's like, "Hey, what's the, what country is north of America?" And they're like, "Oh shit, I know this one." You know what I mean? Like, have you seen those videos?
Mm-hmm.
That fucking guy is great. He's like, "Yes, you're correct." Every time he's like, "Yes, you're right." That's how stupid we are, right? Motherfuckers can't name all 50 states. They can't name the countries in Europe. It's retarded. We live in a dumb world. We know we deserve extinction. Like that's really where I'm at with everything. Like we just we
Oh,
like
so you think it's dessert?
we lame ducks. Yeah, we've done it to her. Well, it's been done to us. The parasite has been killing the host long enough, and we've allowed it to happen. So we're equally as culpable at this point.
Okay. That's probably true. That's probably true. And I have a certain disdain for Earth anyway. There's no doubt about that. And I've said this a few times, but as I continue to live and get older, that eugenics movement, I'm like,
Maybe they had something.
maybe there's something to it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, what were y'all guys saying about that again? I mean, it's like might be something to it. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, you want to hear a fun fact? This is kind of off the subject, but it's kind of on the subject.
Okay.
I was doing some Holocaust stuff today because I'm going back on Jake Shields' show sometime soon, and I found out Canada has now killed more people in their euthanasia program than the Nazis did. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the Nazis actually killed about 66,000 people in the euthanasia program. Most of them were like heavily retarded, people in comas. Like they were fucked up people, right?
Right.
But there was such a national outrage that Hitler halted the program in 1942. You ain't going to see no halt because of outrage in Canada.
No, not at all. Not at all. And look, man, XQ 420's end of life services. I mean, you can come and you can lay everything down in front of me. I'll let you know whether it's worth it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'll be your guy. It's just like, hey, man, put everything before me. Let's see what you got. I'll tell you if it's a yay or a nay. All right. Hopefully it's a nay for you, but if it's a yay, it just is what it is. Okay. What we got? We got Daniel said Earth is God's footstool. I would hope we want to make it look amazing for him.
I can appreciate that.
Okay. Boy, I don't know. What they say, faith in man. It's like, but it's one thing I know, man. Is that other folks are looking to hold power over you. I mean, and it just is what it is. I think it's innate. It's innate in us to try to exert and hold power over other people. Just
Yeah.
is.
Uh-huh.
It's innate in nature.
Man likes to
If you
dominate
look
and
at
man
it.
likes to destroy shit.
Yeah,
We're
but
really good
if you
we're really
look
good at it.
also in nature, it's like the strongest male looks to exert power over another male to get the female or get whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is my territory. I kill you. I kill you, come in my territory. It's just we're destructive beings. Everything is a destructive being. Everything. And I guess that's okay, for the time being. Corey, before we get out of here, we got from the world of John Wick, Ballerina coming out this Thursday.
Oh, I might go to the movies for this one.
I'm going to go watch that. I'm going to go watch it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it this weekend or not. There's potential. It depends on how things line up with what I'm
I might have
what
to
we're
take a
gonna do in
mortgage to go to that
Concord.
movie because it's like $18 to get in or some shit like that.
Is it, man? Bo, go on a matinee. Get like 30% off. Hell, I didn't realize it at AMC because I go to AMC theater. It's like literally I can walk to the theater. Like that's how close I live to it. And I didn't realize, man, I had $20 off tickets, and I went to an early movie, and me and my girlfriend got in for free. I was like, damn, I did all right. I had $20 worth of rewards because I keep forgetting they don't automatically apply the rewards. You got to go and turn them on. And so I was just buying movie tickets and going and seeing stuff, and I was like, man, I ought to have some money. I looked in there and I said, shit, I got $20. I said, okay. So we went and watched Thunderbolts for free, which Thunderbolts was okay, but it's just a setup movie.
Back when I was in Vegas, the AMC did that pass where you paid like $20 a month and you got to go to like 8 movies or something like that. That
Right.
was I actually used it for like a month. I went to like 4 movies in a month, and then I never used it again and spent like 6 months of subscription on it. But still, that's decent, and it's something I would probably do again.
Hold on. A list. I think AMC has something up there. Okay, yeah. So if you join AMC Stubs A list, you can watch 4 movies every week.
Oh, really? Let me look at
Yep.
this. Now, are there 4 movies worth seeing? Is the fucking big question.
That's a good question. Now I don't know how much this is though. Hold on. Hit subscribe now. Let's see.
Oh, it's the big one because you have 3 different tiers, and then it says $17.99, and then for that big one, it says low monthly price. So let me click join now. Oh, they want you to sign up before they give you the price on it. It's got to be $24.99
Okay.
or more.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So there's 3 different ones. All right. So see, this is crazy. So you can see up to 4 movies every week in 36 states. It is $23.99 a month. That is actually a deal.
Yeah, because if you go to 2 movies a month, they'll pay for it.
Yeah, that's actually a deal. That's actually a great deal. Like if movies is what you did, there's no reason why you shouldn't have this.
Yeah, if you're a
Wow. Now
if
you
you're a movie person, for sure.
yeah, now you can't be in California. Well, Corey, you have to pay $26 a month.
Oh, in Colorado, because
Because
they got some stupid
yeah,
guy.
Colorado.
They got some gay
Yeah,
fee.
Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. So yeah, you need to for $25.99 a month, you can use your AMC theater membership everywhere except for California and New York. Now that's what's crazy, dude, is that you can be anywhere and do this. You don't have to be right up the road. You can be in Florida. You're like, man, I'm gonna go watch a movie. AMC, yep, go watch a movie. Boom, you're in there. That's actually a great deal. If you're a movie buff, now I don't know if you could watch 4 movies a week. That's what you'd have to do for a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be some type of film critic or something. But if you were a film critic, if that's all you did, then my goodness. But I mean, I I didn't realize it was that good of a deal. I didn't realize it was a good deal. So yeah, hey, people out there, they of course you'd have to have a lot of time on your hands. Which I guess you could watch a couple on you watch one Friday night, couple on Saturday, one Sunday. I guess you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a week, yeah, like your weekend thing. So, so yeah, ballerina. That's coming out this Thursday. From what I understand, Corey, it is set in between John Wick 3 and 4. That's when this movie is set.
Well, a lot did happen
Yeah,
because he fell off the building and he has to recoup and train, and I'm sure he did some shit in the middle, and then the 4th one happened. So yeah, I could see that for sure.
which John Wick does make a cameo in this movie.
How long of a cameo? Just a couple minutes?
Well, it looks like he ends up in a conflict with the main character of this particular film.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, neither one of them die. Well, I say that. John Wick may kill her. That might be the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? But they do show Keanu Reeves is in this for a slight cameo. But it looks good. The John Wick movies were good. The Continental. If y'all guys haven't seen that on Peacock, me and Corey covered that mini series. That was phenomenal. And it didn't take away from the John Wick movies at all. It didn't take away from the lore and the aura of
It's
John Wick.
surprisingly fit.
Yeah, it didn't take away from the lore or aura. And hopefully they do justice with this ballerina movie, which, if I'm correct, we've got a few other spin-off things coming from the world of John Wick. They can really make a cash cow out of this thing.
Well, the whole concept of the table is fucking great.
Right, right. And Corey still says it's got to be a John Wick 5, because
because he
he's
ain't
got to
dead.
go to the
They
table.
have to have faked it. He has to take out the table, and they have to revisit the wife because if they don't, they just wasted the biggest opportunity in the fucking history of opportunities. His wife being the head of the table and she never really died would be the ultimate twist in any fucking movie series ever because everyone done forgot about the wife, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. The wife was just the first movie. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the relationship because the wife left the dog with him.
And she had to fake her
That
death
that's
for some reason to do at the table, and she was a plant the whole time, and you know that's I'm
whole
telling
life
you.
been a lie. Got him back involved. It's a whole lie.
Mhm.
Boy, that'd be something. Corey, get on the phone. You know some big
Then you
people.
can see, then you can pull it, then they can pull like a Saw, show some of the hidden scenes that you never saw, and then it turns out that they actually sent the Russian guy to kill the dog and all that stuff, like to bring him back in for nefarious purpose that we'll discover in the fifth one. Dude, let me write this motherfucker.
Mm. Go ahead and say, hey, maybe you can get AI to help you out a little bit. Hey, because the takeover is imminent, guys. So this is this has been Beyond the Cube. We appreciate everybody for being here with us. As I said earlier, make sure you're checking out everything Corey does. Bloodyhistory.substack, best historian on the internet. A Warning from History, JFK book, things on Amazon. Buy me a coffee. He's got the audio book out as well.
Yeah, but Amazon, I got an obstacle with Amazon I have to overcome, but
Oh,
I'm too busy
oh,
working on my new book. Once I finish my new book,
okay.
then I'll get the audiobook up on Amazon. But you can get the audiobook at my Buy Me a Coffee /JFK book.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah. So I figured you had it up, but
yeah.
it may not be on Amazon. So buy me a coffee if you want to get the audio version. For us that have issues reading, um, I'm not gonna hate on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that you have issues reading. Uh, so yeah, make sure you CoreyHughes.org. All right. He's done plenty of his work. If you want to go see some of the past episodes, he's been on Fresh and Fit twice. He went on Jake Shield show. So those should be on Rumble. You'll be able to see those in their entirety on there. And last week he did do it was a JFK convention, correct?
Yeah, and I did Red Pill 78 also. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of his work is lingering around. So go check that stuff out if you're interested. I know we had somebody on Twitch who looked like they were new and wanted to know some information there. So go check that out. Me and Ryder should be finishing up The Last of Us season 2 tomorrow. So be on the lookout on that as far as live and on your podcast platforms as well. We appreciate everybody for being with us on the special edition, quote unquote, because it's on the wrong day of Beyond the Cube. And so for your boy, HQ420, my man, the powerful Corey Hughes, we'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.